Tyler Soderstrom is in his Jackson 5 phase right now. Like, he's not quite at his thriller phase, but if you didn't know who he was before, he's making it harder to still not know who he is. Bro smacks 2 more home runs for number 7 and 8 on the season already. That leads all of baseball. Everyone in the A's lineup got at least 1 hit or RBI. They whooped the White Sox. Eric Fetty putting his damn life on the line for the Cardinals, only for his offense to get a whopping 0 runs for him. That's fun. Hey guys, almost got beheaded today, just asking for, some runs. You only scored 8 last night. 3 is doable, right? 2? Not even 1? Okay, thanks. This must have been how that guy felt after missing Donald Trump. Well, before seconds later when he was yeeted. Josh Hader punching out Jordan Walker on Jackie Robinson Day to end the game is... That's rough. The Diamondbacks feasted on some Marlins down in Miami. Everyone but the 9-hole hitter gets at least 1 hit. Corbin Carroll, the leadoff hitter, the hitter who's not stereotypically meant to drive in most of the runs, drives in most of the runs because it's 2025. Gays have rights. Women don't need to just stay at home. Leadoff hitters can drive in runs. Get over it. You can't control us. Corbin Carroll empowerment. The top 4 hitters in the D-backs lineup are all hitting over 300. It's incredible. And this is a 4th place team, at least right now they are, because they couldn't be in a tougher division. Padres are in 1st place in the NL West, and it looks like things were just going to go their way again for another win this time in the most ridiculous way. The Cubs practically begging Manny Machado to knock it out by dropping these pop-ups in foul territory. And Manny eventually gets the memo, says, "Thank you, see ya," but the Cubs punch right back. Both pitching staffs keep this thing tied at 1 until the 10th with Nico Horner triples. Padres do keep the Cubs at just 1 run, but don't score. Surprisingly, with the way things were going, I was expecting to see Tatis hit a walk-off home run, but no, they put him on first and get a rise to fly out. 52-year-old Charlie Morton with a not-so-ideal start in Baltimore. Steven Kwan smacks a home run, drives in 3 on the night. Orioles try to come back, too little too late. Guardians take game 1. Emmanuel Clase with the save. Good for him. 57-year-old Justin Verlander wasn't that good either over in Philly. He's not been fully quite right to begin the year. I mean, what are you going to expect considering he's a year away from being eligible for Medicare benefits? But still, it's Justin Verlander. But only 1 strikeout in almost 6 innings, 3 walks. Phillies get 8 hits. Bryce Harper goes deep later. I'm surprised Alec Baum didn't get ejected here after doing the challenge symbol after this pitch. The challenge system on balls and strikes won't be a real thing until next season. So I don't know if Baum, he definitely didn't do this out of habit. We're almost 3 weeks into the season. He knows the challenge system was only a spring training thing. So if he really was just trying to be an asshole about this call, not that I disagree with him, it was a bad call. I don't know. I'm kind of surprised he didn't get tossed here. You know how umpires are. A week had gone by with the Red Sox doing nothing offensively, so Alex Bregman saw that and went,
"Fine. I'll do it myself."
Breggy was a triple away from the cycle and said triples are for nerds. Here's another home run. He goes 5 for 5 with 2 homers, a double, 4 RBIs, straight up carrying the team on his back. Then he leaves Tampa to go see the birth of his 2nd child. So this is before new dad strength. Shout out Jarren Duran though. He popped his 1st homer of the year. Before the fans could even reach their seats in Pittsburgh, James Wood hits a baseball to Wilkinsburg, although it looks like the fans never reached their seats in this game. I do think you look at the attendance of this game and gotta wonder if they're boycotting this team at least somewhat. Like, that's partly why it's so empty. It's a team that's been very underwhelming this year, although technically, is it really underwhelming? If we had a good idea this would happen, it's not like this Pirates roster, at least on paper, is anything special. We all know that. And thanks to an ownership and overall organization that's just been awful at building a contending team for years, it's no secret Pittsburgh is pissed. But at the same time, this is also a Pirates Nationals game in the middle of April, and it's cold. How many people will be going to that, even if the Pirates were 12-6 rather than 6-12? I don't know. I'm sure there are some fans saying they're not going to go to any games until the team is sold, but it's easy to say that when the team is
bad.
I'm sorry, Chef.
And when I say bad, I mean Michael Jackson bad.
Thank you, Chef.
You know how he looked really, really bad at the end of his life?
If the Pirates somehow make a fun run for the playoffs this year, people will show up. But right now, I don't think fans are desperate to go to the ballpark anyway to see this team. Nationals win 3-0, and there's a trend I noticed last night. Not like this is some crazy advanced thing only the eye of iTALK Studios can see, but 8 out of the 10 teams that lost on Monday night lost on Tuesday night. The Yankees and Dodgers were the only 2 to not do that. Jason Dominguez for the Yankees goes off. 3 hits. He was doing so well, his contacts had to come in and be like, "All right, bro, chill." They fell out, so he had to be taken out of the game. Austin Austin Riley stays hot in Canada with his 3rd home run in 2 games. Braves hit 3 solo homers in this game, but the Blue Jays hit some bombs of their own while they beat the Braves. The Mets were another team that lost after winning Monday, and it was what Juan Soto said before Monday's game that was the biggest storyline, and it's been for the last couple days. Juan Soto has not been great to start the year and his Mets career. It's incredible. You know a player is good when an 859 OPS and 400 on base percentage is considered something people can bitch about or hate on if you're like a Yankees fan or whatever. But Soto acknowledged to the media he hasn't quite been the same so far and attributed that to Aaron Judge not hitting behind him anymore. Therefore, he's being pitched differently. He literally said, "I have the best hitter in baseball hitting behind me. I was getting more attacked and more pitches in the strike zone, less intentional walks and things like that. I was pitched differently last year." So this year, he's being pitched around more. And yeah, this is true, but is it also a big deal? No. I do think a lot of people want to make this bigger than it needs to be. Like, oh, Juan Soto regrets leaving. He regrets not being a Yankee anymore. I don't believe that at all. Look, does Juan Soto miss Aaron Judge? Of course he does. Who wouldn't? Judge 1000% helped with Soto's amazing year last year. Soto on his own is incredible wherever he is, but last year was a career high in home runs and total hits. He scored more runs than he ever has. So yes, hitting in front of Aaron Judge will get you more pitches over the plate to crush, but is this a crazy slap in the face to the Mets or Pete Alonso like people are saying it is? No. He was asked about it and gave an answer. Obviously, nobody's going to feel bad for a guy making $800 million, and there's no excuses, but Soto's gonna inevitably find more of his power. He's already smoked 2 homers after making these comments. He has 5 more walks than strikeouts this season. Like, he's 100% okay and 100% going to be okay. He chose the Mets. He knows he was losing Aaron Judge hitting behind him, so this can't be a big shock to him. Carlos Correa hitting 163 is a shock though, but at least he got a hit. Twins win. Dylan Moore goes 3 for 4 with 2 home runs, 4 RBIs while the Mariners lose 8-4 to the Reds, and here's Dylan Moore after the game. In today's edition of Saying Something Nice About the Rockies, what other team do you see being repped by other teams during games? Yes, this is real. I'm telling you, join the bandwagon while you still can. You're missing out. Dodgers get another win, though, fittingly on Jackie Robinson Day. Dodger bullpen does well. Will Smith hits a 3-run shot. Tommy Edman, aka Tommy Titties, gets another 4 hits. He's on fire. Just like the Discord server that's been popping lately. So join that in the pinned comment below to connect with other fans. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. And thank you for watching. Love you. Bye.